Hello. So in this lab, we are going to learn how to set up a network load balancer, and this lab and course is very important for preparation of the professional cloud architect certification in GCP. So let's go ahead quickly and see what we are going to do in this lab. So in this lab, what we are going to configure the default region and zone for the resource and create multiple web server instance, and then configure the load balancing server. This is the main part actually, to configure the load balancer, and then also creating a rule, forwarding rule, and distribute the traffic. So we'll see how the traffic is getting distributed to the multiple instances basically. So let's start the lab and see what is going on. So yeah, I will use the credit. Yes, our lab is started now, and then we will go with the incognito mode as suggested in the lab. You should not use your personal project, otherwise it will be cost related to the lab. Okay, so we are done with the incognito mode, opening the lab, and it's asking to open the this cloud cell. So meanwhile it's getting open. Let's copy one of the command. Let's say this one, just example. So it will give the list of project, the one we are using. Okay, now so the first task is saying to set up a default region and zone. So I will show it here. So in the first task, it's saying to set up a default region and zone. So we are going to configure the region as US Central 1 and the zone as US Central 1A. So this region and zone will be configured as default. So we don't have to do it again by again and again. So first we'll set up the we have updated the region. Now similarly we will configure the zone also. So just copy paste your command, and then the zone is also updated. Task 1 is completed now, and then I will show on the bigger screen so you will understand what is going on. Now create a multiple web server instance. So we are going to create a multiple web server, actually a 3 web server we are going to create, just a replica with the different names obviously. Okay, so what is it saying? It's saying the for the load balancing scenario, you create a 3 compute engine VM instance and install Apache on them, and add a firewall rule that allow HTTP traffic to reach the instance. The code provides setup provided set the zone to US Central 1A, the one we configure already, and it will set the tag also. So you can see the below code. So it has the all the below 3 instances has similar kind of code. So I can explain one. So basically when we are going to create an instance, so it needs some prerequisite, or not a prerequisite, I will say the some attribute data like zone, tag, machine, which machine type you are going to use, which image family you are going to use in that machine. So that kind of thing is given here as attribute. So let's start with the first one quickly, because our time is running, lab time is running, and then it will take few seconds, probably not much time. So let it create. Yes, so one is completed. Now similarly we'll create a second one. Just the change is the name www2. This one was having www1, and this one is 2. So 2, that also will take few seconds, and then meanwhile I will copy the 3. So I have copied the 3. Yes, it's created. Second one also created, and then these are the external IP address. We will get this IP address by the list, so you don't have to worry about at this time. And I am creating the third one now. Yes, about to finish, and then meanwhile create a firewall rule to allow external traffic to the VM instance. So this is the firewall rule, and I will show the command in the bigger one. Create a firewall rule to allow external traffic to the VM instances, the one we have created. Yeah, so everything you can see, like we are using the G Cloud tool. So there are many tools in the GCP cloud say, but yeah, so every G Cloud, like and then kubectl, so every these both have the different use cases basically. So when we are working with the load balancer, so we are using the G Cloud. Okay, so I have copied this command for setting the firewall rule. Yes, it's creating the firewall rule. And then the fifth task, now meanwhile it's creating, so we'll read it. Yeah, it's already created the increase, and then firewall rule is the this one. Okay, nothing is denied, disable is false. Okay, now fifth one, run the following to list your instances. So now this was the three instances we have created. It will list down the three instances, www1 2 3, and these are the external IPs. Now we are going to call the in the next step we are going to call the all the external IPs to see if they are running or not. So just we have to replace, let's say one by one. First one, it was hiding behind. Okay, now just copy the external, and I think with the comma also it can help. It can work. It can work. So just give all the three in comma, and let's see what it is doing. Okay, so bad range in the position 9. So then what we will do, just give one still, so meaning that remove this and see. Yes, web server 1 is working, and we will use second one. What if I give 2? Bad host name, because host name cannot be like this missing one. I mean, you know the URLs. Okay, so the second one is also working, and now we'll use the third one. So I copied the third one. Yes, so all three is working, and now we can just click on check. It will pass. Yes, now configure the load balancing service. So for configuring the load balancing service, create a static external IP address first of all for our load balancer. Okay, it's created now. So we have created one external IP, static external IP address, and yes, now the response was looking similar, just I checked. And now we are going to add a legacy HTTP health check resource. So let's add it. So basically it's a health check resource we are adding into the okay, check the progress we have added. Now in the fourth task, create a target pool and forwarding rule. Okay, yeah, this is the important part, forwarding rule, and pool also we'll create. So first we'll create a pool, and then we'll add all the instances, our instances, to that pool. Okay, and then we'll create a forwarding rule. Okay, so first create a pool. Yes, pool is created. Now add all the instances into that pool, ww1 2 and 3. Yes, it's updating that pool. Now add the forwarding rule into the same pool. No, it's creating the forwarding rule using the that pool. Let's see. Yeah, it's created. Now this would be passed. Yes, and send it. Now the last task, I think, yeah, it's last task, to send traffic to your instance. Okay, so enter the following command to view the external IP address for the www rule, the forwarding rule we have created. Okay, so Just I copied the command and pasted it here. Okay, reason, complete forwarding rule, describe the rule, reason, center one. So everything it's showing basically. So describing this rule, the one we have created. Following command will view the external IP address and the rule forwarding rule based on the load balancing. Okay, so it's showing everything, the rule name, load balancer, and then network tier, what is a port range, region, then self link with ID, target pool name it's saying giving, and now the access the external IP address. So let me hit this command. Now this IP address is has been set with some value. Now let's see that value is updated. Yes, so it's giving the static, I think it's external IP address, the one we have created with the static rule, I think. Yeah. Okay, use the curl command to access the external IP address, and I think it is in the loop. While true, do curl, done. Okay, yeah, so it's giving in the loop it's running, and you can see like the load balancer is how it is working. So sometime it's giving the, I mean basically we have created 2 3, right? So we have sometime it's giving serving from the 1, sometimes it's serving from 2, sometimes serving from 3. See, 3 2 3 2 1. Yeah, so it's a keep on running in the loop. And how to stop it? Just Control C. Yes, so this is how the load balancer work. We are hitting on the external IP, the one static IP we created, and backside of the static IP we implemented the configured the load balancer, and the load balancer was distributing the load to the all the 3 instances as per their availability. Yeah, that's pretty much in this lab. So we have completed it, and let's close it then. Yeah, let's close it first of all, this one. I mean we should do the exit, not like that. And yeah, just close it. Done. And lab. Yes, see you next time. Thanks for watching.